What's up, everybody? I'm here at the drag strip, and there's something going on right now. So I got my eRay right behind me, the C8 eRay, and what's happening is on the internet, a lot of people are posting these 0 to 60 times using their 0 to 60 timer on the car. But some people are saying that it might not be accurate. So I'm not sure. Is it accurate? Is it not? Who knows? But what I do know is I have a Dragy with me, right? So tonight, I'm going to use my Dragy and I'm going to see how accurate this 0 to 60 timer is on the dash on here. It's either gonna be dead on or it's gonna be off. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit off. Who knows? But I'm about to hopefully find out the most accurate way of testing your 0 to 60 that is open and available to normal people. Obviously, you can spend a lot of money and get like a V-Box and do all that crap. I'm not doing that. Most people get Dragys, and Dragys are very, very accurate. So we'll see how it is, we'll see how it compares, but I'm doing it at drag strip. I'm not doing it on the street because doing it on the street, you can find yourself in some trouble. But at the track, you can do it legally. So I'm gonna do it here at the track. I'm gonna see what the 0 to 60 here is on a prep surface. It's an 8th mile track, XRP, Extreme Raceway Park. And yeah, we'll just see how it hooks and grips and goes. So we'll see what the real 0 to 60 is on track here with the C8 eRay using a Dragy and also the dash. We'll compare it, we'll see how it is, and we'll see what's up. All right, so I'm about to hop on the drag strip and make some stuff happen. Hopefully you all are ready. Let's see how this car performs when it's in a fairly optimal condition, right? Weather is decent. It's about 72 degrees outside. Track conditions are, I believe, prepped fairly decent. I don't know how good exactly. But we'll find out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. This should be fun. I got my launch control settings in, so I went for just all-out max. 4,000 RPM launch, 5% slip, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna let it rip from there. I'm gonna see how it goes. All right, where's the beams at? Right here. All right, about to make this pass. We'll see how it goes. This thing moves pretty good. Oh man, oh god. Oh my god, this thing moves really good. So 0 to 60 on my timer was 2.1. That's pretty quick. That's very, very quick. So looking at my Dragy, it's saying my 0 to 60 was 2.8 seconds. It's saying my 0 to 60 was 2.8. But on my timer right here, it's saying my time was 2.1. So I don't have no clue. All right, when it comes to this 0 to 60, I don't know what to believe. Because my timer here is saying 2.1, but my Dragy is saying 2.8. And the 2.8 seems more realistic because my 8th mile I just ran was 6.94. So if I ran a 2.1, I wouldn't have a 6.94. I'd be a lot quicker in the 8th mile. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Do I believe that or do I believe the Dragy? The Dragy might be correct. It's time to make another run. Let's see how it goes. All right, so 0 to 60, very interesting. I mean, a 2.1 on the dash, but a 2.8 on my Dragy. So I'm not exactly sure what's right, what's accurate, but we're gonna try it again. We're gonna make another hit. Hopefully the car gets to be cooled down even more before this next hit so that it's not as heat soaked. I think it was pretty heat soaked going into this last one because I was sitting there with the car on forever as we're waiting for another couple cars to run, and then one like didn't even run because it broke. So then all of a sudden we're sitting there waiting and waiting. It's just, the car was on the whole time, so it gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and then it doesn't run as well. So hopefully we get the thing cooled down really well and we can make a solid pass this next one and get a better 0 to 60. All right, so I'm sitting here, I'm waiting, I'm gonna turn my car off because I'm not gonna deal with what I dealt with last time where car was getting really, really hot and all that stuff. Not dealing with it anymore. So now it's time to go. And now it's time to see what this thing can do. Putting it on the track, putting it on the drag strip. My last pass of the night because it's taken absolutely forever to get passes in. One pass every 3 hours. It's getting late, so my last pass, I'm gonna try it again. Let's see if we can get a better time. So, let's see how it goes. The car is about 20 degrees cooler right now than it was last time. It felt like a solid launch. We'll see how that was. Oh man, it felt like a solid launch. Felt like a solid launch. All right, let's see how the 0 to 60 was. 0 to 60 was 2.1 on my dash again, 2.1. And then on my Dragy was 279. So very, very similar again, 279. Last time it was 280, now it's 279. So there you have it, guys. No more arguing on the internet about this 0 to 60 crap, right? Like, I wanted you to all see that, hey, like, using the timer on the dashboard is nice to kind of gauge yourself compared to maybe some other cars of the same exact car, but it's not necessarily the most realistic time. And the reason I say that is because that timer on the dashboard is like measuring, like, I think how fast your wheels get to 60 mile per hour, but not necessarily how fast the car is to 60. So like, it's kind of weird. So it's off by a little bit, which is okay, whatever. But I used the Dragy, and then we figured out what like the Dragy numbers are, which I'm not sitting here saying that the Dragy is perfect either, right? My Dragy, I think the 8th mile was saying that I did like actually, never mind. The Dragy was actually very accurate. It said I did a 680 on the 8th mile, and then my time slip said I did a 683. So it is very close. So anyways, Dragy said I did a 279 0 to 60, which is still amazing. That's very, very amazing. The DA sucks tonight. I'm on street tires. I'm not on a track radio or anything. So hey, we made it work. So to 2.7, I mean, that's whooping most cars out there. My 60 foot was like a 160. I mean, it's whooping most cars. So 0 to 60, you have it right there, 279. Other people, go out there and try it yourself. See if you can beat that. Maybe you can. You know, depending on how you set up your car, maybe pull out a seat, maybe do other random things. Maybe you'll get a better 0 to 60, who knows. But I wanted to show the difference between the timer on the dash and using your Dragy and what that is, just so people aren't throwing random numbers out there and saying this and saying that, and maybe giving potentially information out to people that isn't fully correct, right? So, you know, make sure you use multiple ways to time yourself, right? It's always great to go to a drag strip. That's the best way to time yourself in anything. But also, if you have other backups like a Dragy or a V-Box or whatever, all those things help so that you can get accurate timing for whatever you're trying to time yourself in, whether it's 0 to 60, quarter mile, 8th mile, 60 to 130, whatever it is. There's all different kind of ways to do it. Have multiple systems so that you can compare them and see what's the most accurate, so that you can, if you're gonna give your information to other people and say, hey, I run this and run that, but you're giving them accurate information. So anyways, it's still fun. I still had 2.1 on the dash, which is cool, but the Dragy said 2.79. I think the Dragy might be a little bit more accurate with what we're trying to actually gauge, which is cool. I got my brother here, Justin. He watched this thing go 0 to 60 on the track. How was that 0 to 60? Because this thing is quick, isn't it?
This thing is quick. I mean, quick. As soon as you took off, like instant hook and go. I mean, the power is definitely there. I'm excited to see what this thing can do in the actual quarter mile.
Can't wait to bring it to quarter mile. There you have it, the C8 eRay. This thing is absolutely incredible. My C8 Z06 is incredible as well, but this thing is definitely making me fall in love with it. It's a torque monster. Man, I can't wait to get this thing on a quarter mile next and see what it can do. And maybe even do a little bit of road course stuff with it. Who knows? I don't know. My Z06 is really the road course car because that's what it's meant for. But man, the eRay, this color, everything about it is epic. It's awesome. I've been loving it so far the first 2 days of ownership, and I can't wait to do a lot more stuff with this thing. More videos to come. You guys stay tuned. I'm gonna have some fun.